All right, I'm back to record another episode of Gloomhaven. So I'm going on to scenario 14. So let me grab my scenario sheet. We unlocked quite a few things last time. So I had scenario 7 and 13 and 14 available, and I also had gotten a random scenario 64. When I looked at 7, there was a global achievement that I didn't have unlocked and able to do that one, and also a 64. I could not go on to that one yet because of a global achievement that I didn't have unlocked. And I looked at the map for 13 and 14, and I hadn't played on any of these blue cave looking tile things. Like, all right, let's play that one. Just kind of looks interesting. So going on to this one. As far as other setup, there's not any like coins or anything on this map. We've got some stun traps and some obstacles. Shuffling up the monster ability, or I'm sorry, the monster modifier deck here real quick. Plop that back down. This scenario is not linked to Gloomhaven or anything, so we're going to run through a city event and a road event. We did not level up or anything, so I think that's pretty much it that happened in between. I don't think I'm going to spend the gold at the sanctuary this time. Not really sure if I'm saving up for anything in the shop, but I'm down to 17 and 19 gold between, or respectively, for the two of them. We do have a 1 gold discount shop price modifier for our level 3 reputation. So that's not anything to write home about, but it's at least something. All right, let's just grab the front city event. And I can throw it up here. Let me make this screen bigger so I can actually read it. There we go. While enjoying your customary post-adventure drink at the Sleeping Lion, you notice something weird going on with the lamps in the bar. Your first thought is that it's your imagination, but after staring at the lamps intently, you see they are flickering in and out. Tech lamps, as opposed to normal gas-burning ones, have been known to be a bit unreliable. As if on cue, the lamps suddenly go out completely, leaving the room pitch black. Option A. Offer to fix the lamps. It shouldn't be too hard with a bit of technical know-how. Option B. Take the opportunity to steal some valuables from drunk patrons in the dark. I think we'll try to fix them. Move that back a little bit so you can see all of option B, and it's card 26. So let's offer to fix them. If we had the Tinkerer, that would be the top part. Otherwise, you fumble about magnanimously for a while before concluding that you have no idea what you're doing. The proprietor looks disappointed and sends out for a real Tinkerer. So absolutely nothing happens. And it does have the rip up effect. So we'll not actually going to rip it up. We will just put it in the discard section. All right, so traveling to the scenario, we get a road event. A knapsack and a walking stick on the side of the road catch your attention as you pass. You look around and see a man squatting in the bushes a small distance away. "Oh, hello," he says. "Good timing, actually. You wouldn't mind grabbing me some leaves, would you? It seems I've made quite a mess over here." Okay, interesting. Option A, bring the man some leaves. Option B, grab his stuff and run off while he's indisposed. Well, we didn't steal before, so I don't think we'll steal this time. And we're mercenaries, not all of us are mind thieves. You gather up a handful of leaves and walk over to him. If you weren't quite sure what was going on before, the smell definitely confirms it. "Thanks a lot," he says cheerily. "Sometimes nature calls, am I right?" You cough an affirmation and quickly move on. No effect. All right. So those did absolutely nothing. All right, let's shuffle these battle goals real quick. deal a couple of them out. I'll read the introduction. I did take a peek at the special rules. I've already got, there's going to be some negative modifiers added to our decks. I got those cards ready. It was kind of hard to miss the blaring big red circle with the -1 in it on the page when I was setting up the map. Like, oh, great. So not only do they add curses to your deck sometimes for scenario effects, this one is adding -1s. All right, a couple battle goals. Okay, scenario 14, Frozen Hollow. The goal is kill all enemies, no links. An enchanter has been called for, so an enchanter must be found. Following reports, and I don't know what this word is, of an Aster in the Boiler District, you find yourself standing before an abandoned and decrepit tavern, the Crooked Bone. Opening the door, the inside looks exactly as the outside advertised. Spider webs, splintered stools, and dusty, broken glass. Stepping past the threshold, a translucent female suddenly appears before you. Why have you come to this place, mercenaries? Your presence is unwanted, and you're disrupting my research. You quickly explain why you have come, and the woman's frown deepens. Oh, look at this Aster woman. She can fulfill all our wishes. All she has to do is wave her hands, and our wildest dreams will come true. She sighs in frustration and actually does wave her hands. Leave me in peace. You don't move. She stares. Well, instead of disrupting, then maybe you could help. Scratch my back, maybe I'll scratch yours. That's how these things work, right? The woman turns and walks towards a destroyed set of stairs, but after a few steps, she fades away entirely. I need an orb from the Frozen Hollow in the Copperneck Mountains. The woman's voice comes from directly in front of you, as if she hadn't moved at all. Bring it back to me, and I may help you. A map drops at your feet. My name is Hale, by the way. Do not come back without the orb. The map is easy to follow. Deep in the Copperneck Mountains, obscured by snowdrifts, you find the opening to a dark, narrow cave. The wolf tracks around the entrance are troubling, but with a firm resolve, you enter. So special rules are add 3 -1 cards to each character's attack modifier deck as a scenario effect. And then the conclusion starts on the next page. So we can take a look real quick. Also, we did get the achievement, The Merchant Flees, at the end of the last scenario. We take a look at the map here. We're going to scenario 14 in the middle of the Copperneck Mountains, sort of towards the top part of the board. You can see a couple other scenarios that I haven't done yet. 7 and 4 are up this direction. Also, 7 I didn't have the global achievement that I needed in order to go to that one. All right, so I think we're set up. We've got 1 elite living spirit back here, and these are all normal hounds, I think they're called. Yeah, hounds. So we've got 4 hounds and 1 elite living spirit. And is that how I want to start? Yeah, I think that's okay. So let me put these unfortunate cards. Kind of curious about these modifiers. Like if he play tested the scenarios and he's like, I don't want to tweak the number of enemies that are in the scenario, but it seems just a tiny bit too easy. So let's add some negative modifiers to the deck. I don't know. Or I guess just another mechanism to add into the game. Like, let's throw some additional random stuff at them on some of the scenarios. Like sometimes the curses I could understand if it was like part of the story, like when you get cursed from an event card or something. Let's look what we got at battle goals. Zealot, 3 or 4 fewer cards. No, have 5 or more total cards in your hand and discard at the end of the scenario. Streamliner. So we either go for almost no cards or a lot of cards. And he starts with 11. So let's try to keep 5 or more. And over here, she needs to start getting some more of her battle goals. Loot 5 or more money tokens during the scenario. Allow none of your character allies to become exhausted during the scenario. I shoot for not being exhausted, and looting seems to be an issue. I don't know if I try to move too fast. There are quite a few enemies. I don't have the loot card in her deck, which I could change, I guess, right? I think I'm just going to try to not have... I mean, I always try not to be exhausted anyway. And Clegane, the Cragheart, has more health to begin with anyway. Okay, so those are our battle goals. Let's go to round 1. I have no idea what is in these monsters' ability decks. So I don't know if they're fast or slow or what. What do I got that can target all? If I could move 3. I've got an attack 3, range 3. These guys have, oh, they've got retaliate. They've got 4 health only. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to move a little bit in order for this to go, because then all adjacent enemies would suffer a damage in addition to the big damage that's going on to the guy that I'm attacking. Of course, he's got his loot 1 card. 87. I don't like that retaliate, so maybe I need to get some of these melee cards out of my hand as movement and keep the ranged stuff. That's a lost card. Yep, so let's just pick Heaving Swing's kind of slow. Opposing Strikes going at 46. Let's go early. 13. Just gonna use it for basic movement. We got a lot of distance to travel here. I did like having the summon out last time, so I could get my summon out and do an attack at range 3. Don't think I want to do fire orbs yet. Does she have her move forward with jump? Yes. 2. Of course, I don't want to probably get too close to that living spirit. Of course, he is flying. Do I want to use fire orbs and lose it already? I think I'm going to set up my summon so I can get some extra shots off starting next turn. So we'll just do an attack with Frost Armor, the top of Frost Armor. Okay, so the living spirit, see what that bad guy's gonna do. Living Spirit's gonna go at 48, move +0, attack +0, with a movement. Man, that thing's got a shield 3. It's only got 3 hit points though. Wow. It's 3s down the board. 3 hit points, 3 movement, 3 attack, and 3 range. Definitely gonna get within range to attack. The hounds are going at 6. Oh boy, so they're going to get up in our face. So they're going first. So who's the lowest? This one's the lowest here. Move -1 makes it move 3. They're equidistant because it's 3 hexes to get to an attacking spot. So 1, 2, 3. And it's attack +0 with immobilize, so their base attack is 2 + 1, going down to 9. Who's next? This one's next. It's not equidistance now, so it's going to go after the Spellweaver. I have to remember that we are immobilized. Oh, and that means my summon's going to pop out back behind me. All right, so it's attack 2. -1 is 1, so that's going to take me to 6. And now this guy, so his movement -1 ends up being 3. So 1, 2, 3. And this guy here wants to get to this hex. 1, 2, 3. So no attacking from those two guys. Who's next? Quick Gain is next. He can't move. So we're kind of just needing to throw that card away, but we are going to do the attack from the top here at range 3. I'll go after this guy in the back here, and then everyone else is going to suffer a point of damage. So that guy in the back, we're at attack 3 +0. So he's only got, and it's not a melee attack, so I don't have to worry about the retaliate. All right, so that's standy 3. It's going to take 3. And we've got standy number 1 taking a point of damage because he's adjacent. Standy number 2 and standy number 6. All right. So just so that we do not attack, now we go to Spellweaver's turn. We'll do the Frost Armor. Oh wait, we create nature. I think I'll use it with this, make it an attack 3 and get the experience point. And I'm going to summon my Mystic Ally, pop the summon out back there, because we are immobilized. Well, Clegane's not immobilized anymore. His turn's over. But Frost Armor, so we're at attack 3. We get the experience point. And her deck is over here. So it's 3. Let me just, I don't remember if I shuffled it before I start drawing. Don't remember if I actually shuffled. Oh, I did shuffle it because I shuffled those -1s in here. That's right. I am using that to make it an attack 3. A little bit overkill, but that's okay. Just get somebody off the board. Okay, so now we go to the Living Spirit. 2, 3. We did not make any forward progress. I already used that. Nothing needs to get shuffled. Oh, retaliate 2, you say. Retaliate 2. No longer immobilized. Hopefully that's the fast card in their deck. I could Forceful Storm. They're like set up perfectly for that. I'd have to take, unfortunately, like a step back. Or Sentient Growth. Who did I kill? I killed standy 6. Sentient Growth is not a lost card. Could also Dirt Tornado, but then I'm attacking at a disadvantage against one of them. It would muddle them for their attack. Oh, if I moved 2, I could take this, I could take this guy out with my rumbling advance move because all enemies would suffer a damage. And then maybe I leave it to the Spellweaver. I'd also be picking up the coin. The Living Spirit, I need some big attacks on a Living Spirit to get through that shield 3. Probably have to worry about that next turn. Attack 2 at range 5, probably not going to make it through his shielding. That retaliate 2, I'm not happy about that. Let's just do this attack 2. I'm trying to find one that I can use that's a higher initiative to go with my 29 here. Because this is a guaranteed takeout of somebody. I could do this attack. I mean, it would be at a disadvantage against one of them, but it would also heal. Oh, the Spellweaver didn't take any damage. But I want to get this high initiative card out of my hand, and I'm attacking 2 of them. The one that I'll have disadvantage against is the same one that the summon is going to attack. So that could be beneficial. Do we have anything big as an attack on this side where I might be able to get through? Attack 3 at range 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll try to put a point of damage in on that Living Spirit. We'll see where the situation ends up. Yeah. I'm gonna jump over. Okay, the Living Spirit is gonna go at 33. Move +0, attack -1, target all enemies within range, and he did not have range to us last time. But if he moves, he will have range this time. And the Hounds, 26. So fortunately, the Spellweaver will get to go first, because we get to choose that option. So the Spellweaver's first. We will have the summon. The summon is within range of this guy here already. Its attack base is, you know what? I didn't get the 2 experience points for doing the summon. Attack base is 3 +0, and he's got 1 point on him already. That's standy 1. So let's drop a coin there. I was going to do this move 4 with jump. One, two, three. Now I've got an attack 3 at range 3. and it's going to make light. So here's the question. Who attacks with more power? The living spirit has more power. I'm not going to take him out unless I pulled the ×2, which would be a miracle. So do I try to go for a guy that I can take out? What are we doing on this side? They're both actually going to go after the Spellweaver, aren't they? Yeah, the Spellweaver's in some trouble. I think we need to try to take out somebody so we face less attacks. So go after this guy. He's got 3 hit points left. That's not the, yeah, that's the right one. It's an attack 3, +1 is 4. So that was standy 2. So now it is their turn. We'll take a step here towards the Spellweaver, and the monster will attack. There's no modifier here, so it's starting at a base of 2. Good, -1 is 1. So down to 5. And now it is Clegane's turn. So, actually I'm going to change that. I want the Hound to go here. I'm going to use my boots to make it a move 4. I'll end up there. And all adjacent, allies and enemies suffer 1 damage. Maybe I won't use my boots. I hate to not get the point of damage on... No, that's all right. I'll take the point. Will I take the point? The wolf is already gone. Yeah, it's a damage going through, so the Spellweaver takes a point of damage, goes down to 4. That wolf is taken out. We'll move this over to the living spirit as 1 damage. And then we're just going to do the base attack action. That's going to be end of the turn. They'll go down there. So we don't have a disadvantage. So we're doing just the basic attack. I wanted to do the area of effect. If I was going to go before the wolves went, it would have been a decent setup for that, but didn't turn out that way. So we're at attack 2. This guy's got a shield 3, so this has to be amazing. So it just gets absorbed in his shield. And now it is his turn. He's going to do a ranged attack, so he'll take a step back and attack both of us because it's target all enemies within range 3. So I'll start with the Cragheart. So it's a base of, starts at 3, but this is -1, so it's at 2. -1 is 1. Should have started with the Spellweaver. Takes it to 8. So we're at 2 again against the Spellweaver. Spellweaver is down to 1 hit point. I need to buy some potions of healing, I think. If we level up, we can bring 2 small items, but not quite there yet. Okay, I already moved those down for the end of the round. We've got to heal 3. I think we're going to need to do that for ourselves. And then we're not within range to do anything else if we do that. What other heals you got on this side? I need to use those elements. Might have to do this avalanche. Opposing strike is attack 3. Earth and Clod's only attack 2 at range 5. I might just have to do avalanche to have it be attack 5, or I could chance it with an attack 3. Too bad he's not next to an obstacle. I could use an attack 3 and use my goggles to get an advantage, so I try to draw a better card. Just take a step forward and hit him. Oh, I don't know. Got to heal 2. We can add +2 to our melee attacks, but we're not next to him. So, and I don't want to, try to do the go slow and get him to maybe come in, because he's a ranged attacker. Probably just opposing strike. That's 46. Might still be a little too slow. I think I'll take a step around him. Not really using that element. I could muddle him. Let's see what happens on this side. I probably have to do this heal. Yeah, but then there's no attack that's in range. Unless I do it as a lost card. So, because mana bolts, might want to use that element up. Attack 2, that's my heal though. I need to heal myself. I'm down to 1 hit point. So we're just gonna have to use up one of these cards. It's not very efficient, but we're gonna get it back from our recovering lost cards ability. Shield 3 is kind of rough. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. 75, move -1, attack +1, range -1, heal 1. Oh, I have to shuffle. Shoot. I didn't see that. We have gone a grand total of 3 hexes from where we started. All right. 55, move +0, curse target all enemies within range and create frost or chill or ice or whatever it is. So 7 over here first. I'm going to do the bottom of this card. Heal 3 at range 1 to heal myself up to 4. And I wish I had a way to get advantage, but I don't. So I'm going to do this attack 3 at range 4. It is a lost card. It will pump nature up. Attack 3. Man, -1 is 2. Does nothing because of his shield. But I do get an experience point. Oh man, this shield. It's going to be a problem. Oh, I forgot to move my summon. It's not within range to do the attack. Do any kind of attack. Okay. I'm going to move 3 from Dirt Tornado. 1, 2, 3 to get around this side of him. And then opposing strike. Let's get the XP. I am going to use my goggles to give me advantage on this. So it's attack 3. +1 is 4. So that's going to take him to 2. Okay, at least he's not attacking this turn. I'm going to use my stamina potion, I think. What's his range? Yeah, his range is 3. Yeah, I'm going to use my stamina potion to get this move and make him suffer a damage card back. And then what else should I get back? Do I have another heal on top here? I do. Then I have to move the Spellweaver in close. It feels a little early to be getting my, or to be using my stamina potion, but I want to use that automatic damage. We've got 2 cards left on that side, so now his turn. Let me grab the curses. So not only do we have 3 -1s, we are also being cursed by this guy. He doesn't need to move because we're both within range, and he's going to create frost. So we go to the end of the turn. Does not need to shuffle, but we got to shuffle these in. All right. Kill all enemies was the thing we have to do here. Don't have the best feeling about the start of this scenario. All right, so we're going to go as fast as possible over here. 36. And here I want to do this move too. And then what on top? Those heels are on the opposite sides. We just get a large number out. Okay, and then he's gonna go at 48. Okay, so we'll start here. I'm doing this move to all adjacent allies and enemies suffer a damage again. I'll just move one this direction, make him suffer a damage, and he's gone. Okay. And I'm not doing anything with this card. That did create nature again. We'll get the coin out. So on this side, I'll do the move 3 and then nothing for the top. 1, 2, 3. And pick up the coin. Summon has to move as well. All right, so we're going to long rest on this side, and I think I'm going to keep making forward progress. Do I long rest yet, or do I use my stamina potion? I think I'll save my stamina potion for maybe after I recover my lost cards. Yeah, so we'll long rest on this side, get some health back. So for this side, man. I have no actual movement cards left in here. Oh, all those coins back there would be nice, but I would need a move. I got my boots, so let's play this and just something else. So doing move 2 with boots for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then nothing from that card. Long resting on this side. Move up the summon. We didn't use any of our items. We get 2 hit points back, so we're back up to 6. Now the question is, what card do we lose? Probably not Mana Bolt, because I think I might move up and heal Cragheart, Clegane. I don't know why, but Frost Armor is like always my choice for the first one to lose. I like having this option of the attack on the bottom here. But maybe Frost Armor is a good thing to play to get up right in there. Of course, I still have my invisibility cloak as well. Not going to throw away any of my big moves. Yeah, stick with Frost Armor. Got my hit points back. I refreshed all that stuff. That's down. That's down. I think we're going to rest on this side, even though we've got 3 cards left in our hand. So we'll do a move 3, and we'll do this heal. And we're going to long rest here. So let's move the summon. And then we can move 3. Do I have another move 3? Hang on. We've got to move 4. I'm going to switch that up to the move 4. I want to keep my fire orbs in hand. So we'll go another step. And then I've got a heal 3 at range 1. I just wanted to make sure I was next to the gain here. So he'll go from 8 to 11, and his max is 12. Okay. So he's going to be maxed out because he's long resting. So we'll refresh his cards, take him to 12, and pick a card to lose. Massive Boulder seems good. It's awfully slow. Unstable Upheaval is pretty decent too. Maybe Opposing Strike. The next 6 melee attacks targeting you gain Retaliate 2. I don't think I've set that up since the very beginning of the campaign. Begs the question then on why is it still in my deck, right? Unstable Upheaval could just target so many guys, and if I could chain the goggles with it. Forceful Storm is attack 3 at range 3. Disarm everybody in that. And +2 to melee attacks. And that with the goggles and Unstable Upheaval. How about Opposing Strike? Okay, so we're going to be opening up a door here. Trying to look at the book. It looks like there's some frost demons and a living spirit in this next room. Unfortunately, it's not an elite living spirit, it doesn't look like. One, two, three, 4. Do I have a move 4? I do have a move 4. That along with Heaving Swing. Of course, that would be good to save for the living spirit, actually, because that would just take it out. Guaranteed. Frost Demon has Retaliate, so we don't necessarily want to get into his face. That should be gone, I think. Attack 2, range 3. Attack 2, range 5. I'm gonna have the Spellweaver probably going in Fire Orb. Use this attack 3 and let's just get something fairly quick for movement. 35. I guess it doesn't really matter because the enemies are not on the board yet, does it? All right, probably gonna Fire Orb. Got our boots, so we could move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 35, 36. No enemies on the board yet, so we're just going to use this card for basic movement. To go 1, 2. Let's flip that to like an open tile. Now I'm going to decide here in a second if I want to use my boots with him. So we need a living spirit. Let me grab the book. The living spirit is normal and it goes here. And we need 1, 2, 3 frost demons, all normal for playing with 2 characters. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3 stands. And they go next to these obstacles. So 1 there. 1 there. Nope. There. And 1 back there. 2, 3, 4. They are 4 away, so we're going to have to use our boots. Just go around this way. Is that everybody? Looks like it. Okay. I'll draw their cards in a second because we need to finish his turn. So let's go on this guy here. Attack 3, range 3. -1 is 2. He doesn't have any shields or anything. And that's standy 1. And we're creating nature off of that. Okay, so living spirit. Okay, we don't need to shuffle that one. Living spirit. Move +0, attack +0. Going at 48. And then frost demons. I don't think we have shuffled the frost demon deck. $38. Yeah. Move +1, attack -1. Okay. I think we got room to put it upright. So, Flora the Spellweaver is next. We'll move the summon a couple times. She has her boots. Fire orbs. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope. But we could attack 2 frost demons. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so let's use the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am going to use her Cloak of Invisibility. It's too bad I couldn't have gotten here. I think that would have helped with where the living spirit's going to be able to move to do some attacking here in a minute as well. Okay, but anyway, we're using fire orbs. So this is an attack 3, target 3, range 3. So I'm only going to be able to hit 2 guys, that one and that one. Let's get to 2 XP now. She's flying up on the XP. So we'll start with this guy here. that's 3. -1 is 2. And that's standing 3. Now I go to this guy. It's attack 3. -2. That's not enough to get it done. Cloak of Invisibility. So she's not just getting creamed. Okay, so he's about to get creamed. Good thing he's at full health. And that does create fire. Before her turn is over, she's got 1 card left in her hand. Let me think about, that's a lost card. I'm not going to make that same mistake that I made last time. Do I get 2 cards back here? I could try to wound. I'm going to get these 2 cards back into my hand using my stamina potion. So this living spirit is just a regular guy, so he's only got a shield 2, better than the shield 3. There, yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious, right? So now we go on to their turns. Frost Demon 38, move +1. And they are melee attackers. That's standing 1, he's going to take a step forward. It is attack -1, so they're at 3, -1 is 2. Okay, so that's 2, takes him to 10. They have a movement of 2, so he's not, oh, it's a move, they get move +1 though. Okay, so he's at the same base of 2. -1 is 1. Down to 9. This guy to there. And then the living spirit is a ranged attacker with a range of 2. Wants to get here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, but only has a movement of 2. So takes a step in that direction. This does not get him closer to there. Yes, with a movement of 2, I think the living spirit is done right there. And I think that's the end of the turn, so I'll move that stuff down. All right, I think we're living the dream here for unstable upheaval on all these frost demons, along with the bottom of Forceful Storm. We're going to get some work done this turn. We've got to get some work done this turn. And I'm going to have Flora the Spellweaver wound. Oh, it's not within range. She has her jump 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. She's going to be putting herself out there. But that living spirit only has an attack of 2. Yeah. So when those go into her discard pile, she loses 1 to resting. She'll have 3 cards in her hand. Play 2. almost be time to recover cards again here super quick. All right, I think we're set up. So 13, 36. Hopefully these frost demons are mostly dead. So the living spirit, 67. It's going to get an extra bonus to his attack, but a negative to his movement. And the frost demons, 58. They're going to turn stuff into... They would turn elements into frost. That's cool. I've never seen that before. And Pierce is the first time I've seen Pierce. Pierce 3. I don't have any shielding up right now anyway. Okay, so here's the dream, hopefully. I'm adding this Forceful Storm. Add +2 attack to all your melee attacks this round. That's a persistent active ability for this round. Now we're doing Unstable Upheaval. It's attack 3, target all adjacent enemies. If I use this nature, it targets all enemies up to 2 hexes away instead. So we're going to get to do all 3 of these frost demons, and we're going to get an XP for that. The bummer is my adjacent ally is going to suffer 2 damage. So that's not ideal. I'm just going to get the extra XP from the bottom of this card. But 2 damage to hopefully doing a bunch of stuff to these frost demons is probably a good exchange. That is a lost card, and I'm going to use my goggles, so I'm going to get advantage on all 3 of these pulls. So we'll go against this. Oh, they've got Retaliate. Should have Dirt Tornadoed probably instead. But, I mean, we're sitting at attack 5, right? It's 3 plus the 2 from this. So we're sitting at attack 5 with advantage. So this guy here, 2 cards. Okay, so that's sort of a bummer because those are 2 good pulls and 1 attack. But he's gone. And I have to take that Retaliate. I don't know if this guy back here is going to do the Retaliate against me. Let's pull for this one here, number 1. +1 is 6. Let's take that Retaliate. And this guy back here, we're starting at 5. He's got 1 hit point left. So that's Standy 2 is going to take 5 damage. All right. So that Frost Demon $36, $58, $67. I really want to put the wound on that living spirit. I might be able to make it through his shields and have him die anyway. Yeah, so, okay, we're doing this jump. 4 will be equal distance away from the Frost Demon. He'll still go after the Cragheart. But first, we can move our summon. And we will unsummon that summon before I recover my lost cards. So we're doing that move 4 with jump. And that's going to take us 1, 2, 3, 4 back to there. So that's the bottom of that card. Now I'm going to do the top of this card. It's an attack 3 at range 2, and to use this fire on this living spirit to wound it. Okay, so we're at attack 3. -1 is 2, and he's got a shield of 2, but he is wounded. Ooh, and now he's going to come after me. I was hoping to get 1 wound through 5. All right. The Frost Demon is next. Right? Yep. So, yeah, he'll take a step forward. It is attack -1. So he starts at a base of 3. Minus the 1 takes it to 2. Oh, +1 is 3. Gonna have to do some healing after I hopefully take these guys out. Oh wait, invisibility's gone. Flora's back on the map. Now the living spirit. There were no elements for the Frost Demon to use. Living spirit does not need to move. So within range 2, it's going to take a damage from its wound. Fortunately, this is the last time it's going to attack, so we don't need to worry about it next turn unless it gets a... No, because even if it pulls a heal, it'll die next turn. So let's see what the damage is. He's at a base attack of 2. +1 is 3. Oh no, +2 is 5. I think I just lose a card because I'm going to recover them soon anyway. Yeah, I lose the card to prevent the damage because he'll die next turn. All right, we got to shuffle this. I don't think anything else came out that requires shuffling. Maybe I should have gone to the sanctuary and got some blessings. We've got 1 hit point and 1 hit point left. 4 hit points of life left. Heal 4, range 2. You almost have to do that. And just in case we whiff on our pull from the deck, let's do Heaving Swing. So these enemies are going to be gone. Oh wait, I needed to... I will long rest over here to get my boots back. Yeah, so I think we're good. We just need to see when they're going to go. So the Living Spirit will die at initiative number 61. And the Frost Demon's 18. Shield 2, move +1. At least he's not attacking. So he's first. He's going to get shield 2. So I'm glad I played the card that I did. There's no fire to use. I am going to have to take the damage from the retaliate, though, which is kind of a bummer. Unless I switch it up and not attack him. Now the heal 4 is... Well, I screwed that up. Yep. I took 2 top cards to do. That was dumb. Well, lesson learned. I'm not sure what the lesson was, but hopefully something was learned. We did his turn. Yeah, so we're to here. I mean, I can't even make forward progress. I guess I'll just step here. I could hope, oh no, I'm long resting over here. So I'm doing this move too, all adjacent allies and enemies suffer a damage, so it'll suffer a damage. And drop a coin, and that's not an attack, so I don't get retaliated against. And then there's nothing for the top of that card. So now we go to the the Living Spirit's turn. He's wounded, start of his turn. Takes the damage from that. And he's gone. Long resting over here. I'm going to choose to lose this card, so I'll take the summon off the board. And it doesn't really matter which one of these I choose, except that I want to do a big move, right? So it does matter. I'll lose that one. These will go into my hand. Get that back. Get 1 hit point out to my max of 7. And we go to next turn. Doesn't he have a loot card? I leave so much money on the board, but I always feel like I need to be making forward progress. I've used my boots already. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the move 3 from Dirt Tornado. And I think I can do the heal 2 from this card onto myself. So we're going to go at 26 over here and 78 here. So I'm going to do this move 4, probably not using my boots because I'm about to get all these cards back. So that's discarded. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then recover all your lost cards. The main mechanic here from Spellweaver, which creates darkness. And all these cards come back into her hand. Now over here, just the move 3 from Dirt Tornado. Yeah, and that's it. We'll grab this coin. So now the question is, I'm going to go really slow so the Cragheart can move up next to me. Heal him. Throw my summon back down in front of me. I don't know if it's smart to use my summon again. What I was actually saying on this side is, do I need to contemplate a rest here, even though I've got 2 cards left? which I probably should, just to stay efficient with keeping them in line with opening up this door, getting into this room. All right. We still got those curses, and I don't know how many of the -1s that were added have come out. Ooh, I didn't long rest to get my goggles back. That is unfortunate. Now, sentient growth. So he's going to do his move 4 at 87. And is there anything to set up on top? No, but he can heal himself on top with that card. Getting 7 hit points back. Yeah, so they'll both be pretty close to full. Okay, so he is going first. Doing a heal 4 on himself, so that'll take him from 4 to 8. So that's that card. And we'll create nature. That's down. And move 4. 1, 2. Guess I only needed to move 3. Whatever, it's too late. Move 4. I'll stop there. I want to wait to get in the room next time. Over here, where did I put the summon? We'll drop the summon down right there. And then she will heal him for 3 at range 1, taking him to 11. That's gone. That's down. So now we do have quite a few obstacles in this room. So heaving swing becomes an option. I don't know what the enemies are going to be, and I can't really see from here. Oh man, if there's a frost demon in there. Dirt tornado is probably a good idea. Let me look. I don't know if this is cheating. A hound, some living spirits, an elite frost demon. Oh man, they're like in the perfect configuration for Dirt Tornado. There's only 4 of them. Them stupid living spirits with them shields and the frost demon with retaliate. Okay, so we're gonna Dirt Tornado, and they're all back here, so I need to at least just move 2. Don't have my boots. What speed can we go at over here? 70, 69. I'm looking at going a little slow. Slower, I think, over there. Let's do that for basic movement. Just looking for a basic movement card. I guess he'll go at 35, and then Fire Orbs is probably a good card. Impaling Eruption is also a good card. We got our boots back. Fire Orbs is range 3, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, we can hit all of these middle hexes here. Oh, but that's really slow. I'm going to want to go at 36, right after we gain the Craig Heart. We can use our boots to get into position. Okay, so he is first. Basic movement from this card, super simple. 1, 2. I think. So let's stop there, actually, before we continue moving and set up the room. I might not want to move in any further. All right, so we need a Elite Frost Demon. Right there in the middle. Regular Hound right there. And regular Living Spirit. And we need one more Living Spirit. There's a lot of stuff going on the map in this room. Just double checking. Okay, so I do need to take another step in to get within the 2 range to hit all these guys with this Dirt Tornado. And we're going to use that to make it an attack 2. Get the experience point from it, and they're all going to get muddled. So I'm just going to go around the horn here. Start with this Living Spirit here. He has a shield of 2, so we're starting an attack 2. +1 is 3, so actually going to get a damage through. Number 4. Go up here to the Hound. Attack 2. ×2 is 4, which is actually enough to eliminate the Hound. Just have to remember that they're all muddled. So we don't even need to draw an initiative card for the Hound. Let's go back here to the Elite Frost Demon. So we're at attack 2. That's a null. And now here to this Living Spirit, attack 2. -1 is 1, the shield absorbs it. But we got to pass out some more muddled tokens. Okay, let's see when they're acting. The Living Spirit will go next, 22. Frost Demon, 78. Okay, so the Living Spirits. He's first. Move -1 is 1 movement. Range 2 is just enough. He is muddled, so he's going to have to draw 2 here. And it's attack -1. He starts at 2. -2, so nothing. He is going to muddle me, though, but I'll just take his muddle. And I'm going to have to shuffle that deck anyway. But I like putting the muddle on top here, so I remember that I'm muddled. And the other Living Spirit can take a step forward there to get within range. He is also muddled, so we draw 2 for him. And he's also at a base of 1, so that's 1 damage. Down to 10 hit points. So that was initiative 22. Now we're back to us. Our summon, 1, 2. Now this will be a miracle because, well, he has an attack of 3, I guess. So let's go on. Let's see if we can eliminate this guy. because he's already got 1 damage on him. So it's attack 3, -1. That's one of the ones that got added. Takes it to 2. His shield absorbs it. Okay, so we're going to use the bottom of Flame Strike for basic movement and use our boots to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here into the corner. And then we're going to Fire Orb again. Thank goodness for getting our lost cards back. So we can target all 3 of them. It's range 3. Just before I forget, just get the fire, move it down. And 3 XP for the 3 guys targeted. We'll just go around the horn again. Start with this Living Spirit. We're at attack 3. That's a miss. This Living Spirit here, attack 3, -1 is absorbed by his shield. This Frost Demon is attack 3. +2 is 5. And he's got 5 hit points left. We're going to have to do a lot of deck shuffling. And this muddle is gone here. The credit card's already muddled. Okay, Frost Demon's turn. Not a ranged attacker. It is move -1, so that gives him a move of 2. And wants to hit more than 1 character. So we'll go 1, 2. Because Clegane would be the focus. Probably going to take out our summon. So he's got an attack of 3. We'll go against the Cragheart first. -1 is 2. So down to 8. And then on our summon, it's at a base of 3. Oh yeah. So that absolutely did nothing. I should have got the 2 experience points from playing the summon again. Frost created into turn is going to go down. Okay, we got a bunch of shuffling to do, and I'm going to try to do this quick. Oh, the Frost Demon was muddled. Hang on. Before I say he did nothing. Had to draw those against Clegane. Now it's to draw 2 against the summon. So it's a base of 3. It is still dead. And the muddle is gone. Okay. Frost Demon's deck real quick. And the Living Spirit deck. So we got the Hound killed quick. We're down to 8 hit points and we're muddled on that side. We still got 7 hit points over here. Kind of burning through cards. That Fire Orb's, I guess it did 5 damage against the Frost Demon. A little more would have been better. I don't think there's anything I can do with them stun traps. We still got some bad cards sitting in our attack ability decks too. Okay, let's take a peek at what we want to do. Forceful Storm. This could be good to disarm all of them, and hopefully I go quick enough. At 38, it is an attack 3. It'd be disadvantage against the Frost Demon, but it might be enough just to disarm him. Oh, and I'm muddled. That's going to be a lot of whiffing probably. And I don't have my goggles to counteract the muddle. Probably just going for the utility there of the what's it called? The utility of the disarm to not get some damage done on us. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, impaling eruption. I no longer have my jump, right? No. Okay, so we're going at 20, 53. The living spirits are going to go 75. Oh no, don't heal yourself. Frost demon, 58. The frost demon wants to use... Whoa! Yeah, we're not going to let that happen, so that's going to have to change up what I do. 1, 2, 3... Oh wait, they're going to be disarmed. Don't have to worry about the attack. They're going to be disarmed. Okay, so we're still good. So I'm going to do the top. Ooh, I left this up here the whole time. That's a lost card. See, this is where I shouldn't be doing this too early because now I think I've screwed up. There actually might not be frost out there. Fire would have been created from the fire orbs. There was nothing else I did that created fire. I think it's okay. He's not going to attack anyway. So we're doing this impaling eruption first. Attack 3 at range 4, and it's going to attack all the enemies that I draw a path through. So we're going to go to this guy here in the back, and we're going to path through all of them to get there. So we'll do this first. Let's start with the Frost Demon. It's an attack 3, and it's gain a victory point. It's gain an experience for each enemy targeted. And I'm getting a lot of experience, way more experience for the Spellweaver than the Cragheart. So the Frost Demon first, attack 3, the null. We'll go with this Living Spirit back here. It's attack 3. +1 is enough to eliminate him because he had a damage on him already. So we will drop that coin. And this Frost Demon here, it's attack 3. +1 is 4. He has a shield 2, is 2. It's actually enough to take him out as well. Let's drop that coin. So now we will create the nature, and that is a lost card. Now the question is, what do I do? I think I'm just going to do a basic movement. I'm curious what's in that treasure. Does she have enough turns to see what's in there? She has to short rest. Do that at the end of the round. She doesn't have any cards left. The Frost Demon goes at 58. Do I want to disarm him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I do want to disarm him still. I'm already at a disadvantage, so because of my muddle. I'm going to play Forceful Storm. It's attack 3, range 3, disarm, get 1 for each enemy targeted. Could have got 3 from that if those living spirits were still alive, but they're not. Okay, so it's attack 3. I'm at a disadvantage, so I'm just going to get rid of the muddle now. Got to draw 2. -1 is 2. Now the retaliate, let me create that. The retaliate is adjacent attacks, but is it adjacent melee attacks? If that's the case, I'm going to take... because it's an elite guy. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, he's got retaliate too, not shield too. Let me look up retaliate real quick. Actually, I don't know how quick this is going to be. Conditions, active bonuses, page 26. There it was right there. Causes the recipient to influence on figures who attack it from an adjacent hex for each attack made. Yeah, it doesn't say melee, so I got to take this. He is disarmed though, so he's not going to attack. So I took the damage. I did an attack 3, -1 is 2, so that takes him to 7. So he's got 3 hit points left. I'll do basic movement from this card to walk around here, pick up that coin. Frost Demon's turn. He would take a step back, I think, because he wanted to do a ranged attack. But he's disarmed, so he's not going to do the attack. And I don't know if he would still use... I don't need the frost, and it's going to go anyway. It's going to go away anyway, so I'll just move it down. Those get moved down. Okay, shuffle this stuff. Because my null came out again. Oh, and I have to short rest over there for Spellweaver. I don't know if there's enough of the game left to make it through that stun space. Right? She's going to get stunned, and stun can't do anything but rest. Remove at end of next turn. Cannot do anything but rest. So she could long rest? Attack 2, range 3, heal 3. Sure. So attack 3, range 3, attack 2, range 2. No, we don't have jump. I don't think we're going to be able to get that. I should have... Oh, I couldn't have saved her jump card because it's... She moves there, gets stunned. These go to the discard pile. She has to rest. The turn she's resting would be her last turn. She's not going to make it in there. And we're going to go at 57 over here. So 26.57, and the Frost Demon's going to go at 78. So she's first. Got to do 3 damage to it. I could do 2 attacks against it just in case I pull some bad stuff from the ability deck. But if she kills it with 1 attack, I could also move over and get those coins. I will leave them for him to pick up, I guess. So we're going to start with... Yeah, because she doesn't have her boots. We will start with the attack 3, range 3 here. On the Frost Demon. +0 is 3 damage is enough to take him out. I guess she can move to pick up this coin, right? So then she will use her other card to basic move to get this coin. He will spend his turn to move to get those coins. Okay, all enemies defeated. We needed 1 more turn or a jump card. And I don't have any jump cards in his deck right now. The loot 1 wouldn't even have done anything. Unless I had a move on top along with the loot 1. Oh well. Okay, so the conclusion here for scenario 14. With the last of your adversaries dead, you approach the back of the chamber, where a small blue sphere floats above the floor. You slowly reach out your hand and find the orb cold to the touch. With a firm grip on it, the temperature is almost unbearable, but you quickly stash it in your pack and make your way back to the Crooked Bone. You enter the abandoned tavern and call out to Hale. With no response, you wander around, observing the chaotic mess around you. You wonder how she gets any work done in this environment. As you approach the counter, Hale appears before you, holding the orb. Very interesting. She doesn't seem to notice you at all. A rift in our plane, somehow contained within a spherical barrier. Good thing you didn't break this on your way back. You easily could have been sucked into a realm of pure frost and been frozen solid before you had time to breathe. Or something worse could have happened. It's just so confounding. Who would have the power to do this? Hale takes a step to the left and disappears again. You wait for what feels like hours, refusing to sit on the few stools that haven't yet fallen apart. You call out occasionally, but receive no response. Oh, you're still here? You turn around to see Hale in the middle of the room. Good. I'd like to experiment on you if it's all right. She reaches out to you and you stumble backward, falling over a table that splinters into hundreds of pieces. Oh, don't be a baby about it. I'm pretty sure it will end well. Hale explains that she wants to try to bring forth raw power from another plane and contain it in a small orb that could give enhanced powers to anyone possessing it. The containment process, however, requires a lot of gold metal. Now that you've helped me in my endeavors, I suppose I should return the favor, Hale sighs. So what was it exactly that you wanted? So now there's a bunch of little scenario circles here, 7, 19, 31, 43. They're not really open, but I'm wondering if these are scenarios that we needed Hale's help for. We get the global achievement, the power of enhancement. All right. Ended up with some money, left quite a bit of money left on the board. 5 or more total cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I ended up with 8 cards. So both the battle goals have been met because no one got exhausted. Ended up with enough cards. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Didn't see the curses come out, so that's good. Not sure which scenario I'm going to go to next. Maybe the other one that I opened up, 13, I think, was one that was close to here as well. Temple of the Seer. Might go check that one out. I still don't have the global achievement to go to the side scenario that I unlocked, unfortunately. But all right, that's another scenario down. If I missed any other rules or anything, like always, please leave comments down below. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.